Hey, good morning. Pretty early here. Actually, it's not quite early. Normally, I'll be up by 6 to do these activities. So, what I do in my life is I incorporate a little activities here and there just to make sure that I'm on the healthy sides of life. As you know that many of you know that I cook a lot, and of course cooking incorporate all those healthy ingredients is crucial, but also how we incorporate a little of physical activities in our life. I know that a lot of things that a lot of women said to me that, well, Vana, I don't have time, I'm too tired, I don't got the time, I'm too tired, I work too much, and all the excuses in the world that we give ourselves. You know, if we started giving ourselves all these excuses, we never be able to achieve anything in life simple as taking care of yourself. So I learned this basic yoga and plus Pilates years ago when I attended classes or self-taught. So these are some of the movements, some of the activities, some of the style that I do that's fit for me. So in order for you to do this and you're not sure, make sure that you talk with your primary care provider, your doctors, and your advisor before you start any kind of exercise, okay? Because not all exercise are appropriately for all of us, but I chose this movement here because it's allowed me to be more flexible, to be more that I'm strengthening my muscle, I'm strengthening my back, I'm strengthening my overall being, because this move here would help strengthen every bit of your body. If you're gonna work on your of your part of your body, then you concentrate on that part of the body. For me, I'm just doing overall health. Okay, so like I say, please make sure that you consult with your primary care before you start any kind of exercise. Make sure that you get the kind of exercise that will good for your own age. Because for me, over 60-year-olds, I spoke with my primary care. So this is some of the things that he recommend. Also, the therapist recommended, and some of this move actually I learned from my therapist when I had this terrible backache. I'm taking care of my dad for so many years, lifting him over the course of the years really it really ruined my back, and to the point where I can't even function normal. To do that, I have to go through extensive doctor's care, and which are the physical therapists, which are great for my recommendation was. So again, before you start any kind of exercise, kind of activities, make sure that you consult with your primary cares and make sure that's age appropriate. But this move here, I believe that's good for all ages. It just need a lot of determination. Just make sure that you set your schedule to do this. Okay, maybe early in the morning would be best, when you just woke up and you get ready to start your day. You want to pump that energy. You want to give that positive energy for your day. Okay, so you never know what kind of day that you're going to be encountered with once you start going to work, or getting out of the house, getting in the car, when you started to road rage with just anything crazy out there. You want to be prepared, so you start with this little move, a little relaxation exercise that will allow your mind to be relaxed, and you are in conform with the nature. I'm out here in my backyard, and that's what I like about being able to feel the wind coming, the soft sunlight in the morning, and it's just beautiful. So always incorporate some sort of physical activities in your life. I know that we have time to scroll, surfing the internet all day, or part of the day, or even so, if you cannot do this, and then incorporate between the 2-3 break that you have during the day. You have one break at 10:30 or 10 o'clock, another time at 12, and then another one at 3 o'clock, and bring your Nike and ups and down the stair and around the corner, where it's at. incorporate it. If you do that 10 minutes a day, and you can increase the intensity. If you're the gym attendant, go for it. I'm a gym member also, but um, we move away, and I know there's in a location that's about 5 miles from here. So I don't like the driving, so I do this at home in my own comfort backyard. So it's fit for my need, it's fit for my health, and I love it. I incorporate it as part of me every morning before I start anything. This is what I do. So again, I lose weight easily, so I don't try to be overwhelmingly serious about it. I just want it to be able to be a little more flexible, take care of my heart health, take care of my muscle health, and at the age, bone densities and your muscle weakness coming in. So this is to prevent from your muscle from going bad. So I'm not at my beauty best, but this is morning routine. I don't really care as long as I feel fine in here. Here will be fine also. So let's go explore some of the technique that I do daily. But I incorporate this at least 3 times per week. It was not daily. Okay, daily is a lot for me, but I have other activities that I do beside doing this kind of activities. Okay, so I I I do a lot of walking also. I walk my dogs, and the things that I do a little bit that to get me out of the house, to get me on my foot, to get me off my butt, to get me to motivate it. Okay, I mean, to get me wean off from the phone, and just like I do here, I still have my phone, I still have my iPad. So therefore, um, so I'm going to use my iPhone and my iPad to the best of my benefit is to show you some of the things that you can do. You cannot wean off your phone. Let's get the phone into the activity incorporate in our life. Okay, so make sure that you design 1 hour of your life out of that 24 hours um, meridian in time is that 1 hour. Design it for your own good, your own health, so that way you will incorporate this into your daily routine or at least weekly routine, or at least 3 or 4 times per day. I mean, sorry, per week would be good. I started do it daily, but then I started losing too much weight, too quick. I'm a very petite woman, and I like to have meat around my bones and still look good at my age, and still look healthy, and still look fit and inward and inward and outward. Therefore, in order to do that, I have to have this regular routine. Okay, sometimes I come out here probably daily, but then sometimes I get distracted in the morning like everybody else, and I try to do at least 3 to 4 times per week, and then yeah. So that's how we go. So I have my station set up. I need a bottle of water. I'll be back before I start my routine. All right. Welcome. Before starting any kind of physical activities, make sure that you have plenty of liquid. Okay. Um, shoot. Let me clean up one spot. outside because normally they have their own station on the outside, so that way I have complete control over their little business. So I have my yoga mat. I couldn't find the other one. I think the kid used it and they didn't bring it back. So just be at your own comfortable. I have my 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 weight station right here. So all you need is basic stretcher here. Okay, and so I'm using whatever I have in my power, in the availability. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Okay. If you have something fancy like a homemade gym, hey, lucky you. Okay, homemade gym is good. As long as you use it though, don't use that as your decorative or home decor. Okay, make sure you use it. I have simple program that I am utilizing, which I like to follow the protocol and the technique of the yoga technique. Okay, but you also will see that I do part of Pilates, which is something that I learned many years ago. So it helps with our inner thighs and this core here. So every time when you do this, make sure that you hold this part here. You just hold it in, you just suck it in, so that way every move you make will allow you to also work this part too. And if you want some big here, then that's something that you have to find a program that help you build your muscle back here. Okay, so I'm proportionate overall. Oh my goodness. My dog is encounter the neighbor's dog. That's the reason I don't let them out on this side. Hey! Come on. Toto. Hey, bro. Mina. Stop. Go stay with grandma. No, that way. Toto. That way, with grandma. No. You're not being nice to neighbor. Over there. Over there. He was. So, here we go. So there are 30 moves on this program here. Okay, so if it's suit for your need, you can just search for yoga for beginner or Pilates for beginners. And when you start this, you cannot be a pro. Okay, you have to start with something very you have to start from the bottom. Let's put it that way. Okay, you because I've been doing this all the time, so I get used to it, and my body get used to this kind of work, the stretch and all the pull and all that. I'm used to it. Even I'm used to it, I still struggle at certain level, but there's something that I have to work on constantly. Okay, so I'm not professional. I'm not here to teach you any trick or any move. This is the move that I do that's good for me. Whether it's good for you or not, it's something that you have to work with your, use your best judgment and work with your healthcare providers. Okay? All right. So before I start, let me get my iPad so that way I'll be able to communicate with you and the comment that I get. Hi, you can do yoga with me, boy? All my four-legged baby went inside already. Oh shoot. I didn't charge my device overnight, so all my devices are low. So what I have, iPhone, iPad, and of course the computer. So don't you tell me that I'm not hooked on all devices neither. Okay, I do. But I do it in a way that does not distract my life. Well, I do too. You know, I mean, I spend a lot of time on this because I'm doing the content on my devices. So therefore, um, I utilize all these devices to my benefit. I don't just use this to sleep with it. Okay, I use this to my benefit. Did I forget my own password? I feel like water is coming down. Okay. All right. So here are my guys. Shut up, Chef. We don't need to hear you. So there's a 30 post, okay? So 31, I believe it was. So let me see. So it said that this program here, it requires about 30 days of commitments. So once you get your 30-day commitment, you incorporate all this into your life, and that's going to be part of you, your routine, and it's going to be part of your behavior. So you see that if you miss a day, you know that you miss a day, and that you wanted to come back and do this. So the thing is that to change your habit, okay, to incorporate this kind of activity into your daily routine, you got to do it first or you do it last. Make sure that you do it regularly, so that way you form this habit. Okay, it's a good habit, so form it. All right. Let's put this in order. I lost a few. One time I left it out in the rain, so some of these got wet. But I still remember some of the moves that I do. I know when the wind comes, it'll do the same thing. It's just gonna blow this all away. I should have my cat joining me soon. Hey, Lion! I saw him this morning, but he was distracted by other beauty on the other side of the fence. Oh no. I feel the wind's coming. Let me find some rocks for this. I love the wind though. I mean, It's so nice and cool. It helps cool you down. But I have tried hot yoga. Oh, hot yoga was so intense. My niece-in-law, she taught hot yoga, and when I'm in town, she always invite me to participate. In fact, she's expecting right now, and so she does yoga despite of her full pregnancy. She did in a way that will does not harm the fetus or the baby. So I was saying, wow, that's a miracle. Okay, let's start with simple pose. Okay, first you wanna the position of the legs and the arms are important to help balance. Okay, so this is a very simple pose. You breathe in and out. Allow your body to feel the energy. Everything you do will be a set of 3. Okay. This will help stretching the part here. And you switch sides. We're going to do this 3 times. Tuck this in. Tuck it in. Tuck it in. It'll help support your back. It'll help support your movement. Okay. I'm gonna relax my muscles a little bit. Stretch it. Over time, you will get this flexibility, okay? I mean, it does not work over time. You're gonna feel the tension here, the tension here. Make sure that your back is straight. You feel it here. Right. The next move is called crescent moon, okay? So stretch our leg. We'll be in this position. Your hind leg is in this position. It's glued down. I hope. Sometimes I slide. It's okay. Okay, so the idea is to, if you can hold it up, you could, okay? That would be more intensified. If not, then just leave your knees on the floor like that, okay? And flat toes, okay? And lift your hands up and stretch as far as you could. You do the same thing for this leg. Hold this, because it's going to help keep in place, help balance. This is your powerhouse here. Also, this is your food pouch. So you can count it to about 30 on each move. So that way you get the full benefit of it, okay? When you hold it longer, you have better benefit of it. I think we have one more to go and be good. Hold. Oh, hi. Here's my yoga partner. Good morning, Lion. Would you like to participate? Come. This is Lion. Lion love yoga. Come closer. How are you? You good? Good morning. You gonna do some yoga? So here's the Pilates part, okay? I want to work my inner thigh right here. So just be on the floor, be comfortable, right? So make yourself at home. Hold this, straighten up. This is a Buddha recline pose here, okay? So you're gonna have to use this here. Lift it up as high as you could. We do a set of 10, 3 sets. Lane, come. Come on. Come. So I have 2 more sets on this left leg, okay? Yeah. I have 1 more set. Okay, let me switch side over, okay? Because we have to do the same thing for both sides. A set of 3, 10 counts. Hold your gluten, hold your mid here, okay? Be comfortable. Straighten, hold it, that way it'll help glue down to the floor, okay? Two more sets. One more set. stretch. We return to the second pose. Okay. Oh boy. The next one is little a mini push-up, okay? So you ready for that? Let's go. It's called prank pose or push up. I'm not good at push up because I can't control my own body weight. So it's slippery. Is that pose? Now you're gonna do 10 count, okay? 3 sets. So 1. That pose right there will help strengthen this part here. Stretching. A lot of stretching. Switch to the Pilates. That was hard move, okay? I mean, this pose is difficult. It takes a lot of practice to do that because you have to lift up the whole bottom of your body. So I'm 118. So you divide it by 2. So I have about what 50, 50, 58 pounds. This part of the body here. So practice this pose here because it allows you to be more flexible here, and then work toward leaning this inner thigh, okay? If you want that summer beach thigh, you gotta work on it. Lion, come over here. Come over here, boy. What, you got tired today? Yeah. Well, the next one is called prank. Also, this is low prank. This is harder than the other prank, okay? So this one, you don't have to do push-up, but you have to count it to 10, 3 sets. This is the pose that I don't like because I lift the top part of my body, and that was a little tricky. Okay, let's see if I can do this pose. I did this many times, but each time it's getting easier, but still hard. You're gonna tiptoe and coming down and count to 10. It's not bad, count to 10. Usually count to 30 would be an audio. It was hard on the joint here. Let's do warrior pose just to release some of the tension that I just created earlier. Breathing it out. If you're doing this with me, you're doing a great job. next pose is called locust pose. I need this back, please. Okay. Come on. This is a relaxing pose. Breathe in and out. Regain your energy. Go back to pose 1 and 2. Okay, the next one is called the half moon. The half moon basically is to come to this pose here. do a count of 15. So how do you like that? I mean, some of these moves are truly remarkable because it's so feels so good. I feel energetic. Sorry. I feel so energetic. It's it's just something that I love doing for myself. You see that I'm not muscular, but I like that the flexibility. You know, the flexibilities that prevent a senior person like me from falling, from hurting myself, and for be able to grab, to be at quick reactions. So it's not about feeling good, it's about preventing accident because as you may learn that a lot of senior citizens, they are prone to accident. They fall easily, they can break their hip, they can break the bone, yet sometimes if they land on their head and that result in brain injuries and very detrimental. So for me, it appeared easy. It gotten easier for me because I started a long time ago and it's part of my routine. I love doing because it's simple. Just add into your daily routine. You don't have to be daily. If you want to do it daily, that'd be great. But if you have tight schedule that you don't have the time, like you always, a lot of people be telling me, excuse me, that that the time that they don't have, you know, I mean, I got it. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. You know, yeah, I mean, sorry. I want to be able to respond to my fans on YouTube. So, excuse me. Um, if you don't like yoga, by all means, do whatever that you're comfortable doing, whether you're attending gym, whether you, I know the sport pro won't be doing this stuff, they said, you know, that's caca. but, but all this activity, it doesn't seem important to you or it doesn't seem like it's something that you like doing, but then what I learned about this sort of activities that it teach you discipline rather than anything else. Okay, if you can discipline yourself, you can get out of the bed early, extra early, 30-minute, 40-minute, an hour time. I designate an hour times that just for me. Okay, that is strictly for me. It's not for my honey, it's not for anybody else. That's for me because I learned to love myself a long time ago. It's emotional because you know how you want to be loved by someone so badly is that you give up everything just to be there, just to please, just to make sure that you give the love in return. I still doing that, but I'm doing that much more where I rewarded myself with some special treatments. I attend sauna regularly because I like to sweat in the hot heat. I like to feel the different, the yin and the yang, the hot and the cold. So out here, today is beautiful. It's not as hot as I expect to be yet, but then right now it's the time is almost 10 o'clock. Okay, it's 9:51 in the morning. I woke up at 6 o'clock. I water my plants. I feed my pets. I made dinner. I make breakfast for my mom, and then I have the time to come here and do that. And yeah, so it's just a regular routine that we got to do to take care of our health. So, as you get older, you know how your time is running out. You know you don't want to go anywhere soon. You want to be the best. You want to be the best. You want to take care of yourself before something else happen. The Cambodian used to say that, you know, lock your cow pen before the thief will steal your cow, you know, meaning that prevention is better intervention. When you intervene, something has already happened. You prevent it from happening is when you start early. That is just to initiate something for yourself. I do this for myself. I'm much older lady, so I live my life. I I was I'm a mom, I'm a grandmom, so that time period has shifted and changed throughout the time. So one of the things I learned best in my life is that you can be loved by thousands, you can be loved by hundreds, but you don't have the self-love. That's pity. Okay, you have to start from here. You have to love yourself. You don't have to look like super movie star. You don't have to look like the hot chick from from Hollywood or Bollywood, wherever it is. Just love, just embrace who you are. If you don't like, I'm sorry, they working on the yards and it's been annoying. Normally when I'm here it's peaceful, just the wind and the chirping of the bird. But today it's Friday, so the landscape people out here doing their job. I don't mind. It's a little disturbing, but I just want to let you know that it's not a beautiful sound. But that just self-loving. It doesn't mean that you're all arrogant. You just like whatever. No, it's not that. Loving yourself is about self-care. It's about self-care. It's about a little bit of activity that you do for yourself. Whether you take a 10-minute walk, a 5 minutes stroll, whatever that it fit for your time, for your consumption, for the things that you want to do for yourself. But this is what I learned about when I was teaching health classes, that we employ action plan is where if you're new, if you're a beginner, start little and build up. Sorry, I'm out here with the pollen and I'm allergic to it, but I'm not about to be defeated by nature, so I'm fighting every bit of it. I'm going to take Benadryl later. I don't like taking Benadryl because I have a few other things to do today. So to go back to what I was telling you, that incorporate this activity in your life. Okay, just like you're driving to work, you pull left and right to look for the best coffee shop. I'm not gonna mention no name. I'm not a coffee drinker, so it doesn't matter it's brand name or non-brand name. They don't have my business unless I need to drive long distance. I need like an espresso shot, and then you get a cup of coffee. Other than that, I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm not a tea drinker, neither anything that contain caffeine. It'll keep me awake. My heart will pump. So, so some of the things that I cannot intake into my body. So water is the best solution. But sometimes I need to stay awake and I need a little caffeine in my body. I intake it, and you know what? I have to suffer the consequence. But the best, this is not advice, okay? This is my base experience, how I live my life, how I inform, how I conform, not inform, how I conform all this activity into my life, okay? As a chef, I'm not only cook healthy food, I'm trying to implement healthy recipe, healthy ingredients, fresh and delicious ingredients into my cookings. If I had high content fat, and I'll let you know, but I'm utilizing the best cooking oils that contain omega-3 that are good for your hair, your bone, your skin, and the whole well-being that we need. And to cook less sodium, less whatever that gonna cause your health to go downward. All is to raise the good cholesterol, to raise good sugars, to raise good but we need sugar in everything we do also, especially kids in the sport, but do it moderately, especially in the cooking, and stop drinking the sugary drink. A lot of people addict to that also, but then, like I said, the best thing to do is to write it down. Your plan is called action plan. Say today, Vanya, I wanted to reduce that color drink to 1 can a day. And once your body get used to that downwarding sugary intake, and then 3 weeks later you just wean out completely, and you're no longer relying on soft drink or soda drink that you add into your diet. Well, it's not a diet, add into your habit, okay? Or smoking, if you're a regular smoker, you smoke a pack a day, that reduce your life expectancy, okay? If you can reduce it, just use the action plan, okay? I used to teach smoking cessation in California under one initiative project that that's funded through the local health district, and we were lucky enough to partake part of the grant. So with that, I learned a few things that I like to share with you, is to also the health class that I used to implement back in Stockton through satellite programs. And with that, I learned with me that healthy lifestyle is something that you incorporate. It's called a behavior modifications. Smoking, you can make change, okay? Overweight or diabetes, overweight and obesity is also modification, self-modification. Everything that we add into our body, the bad habit that we add into our body, we go to sleep super late at night. Sometimes I try to do that, and my honey will also say, get off the phone, babe, go to sleep, okay, so that you will be healthy. So he's just calling me right now. Bong, good morning. Sunshine, I'm still online, babe. You want me to call you back?
You're on the other line. What you doing?
You on live.
Oh, I didn't know you was on live. On where? TikTok?
I'm on TikTok and
All right,
on YouTube.
Alex.
You can log on YouTube, and I'm about to get off. You know, so I'm not big on I'm not going to say it, okay? but I'm big on promoting health, okay? I'm no longer subject to teach health class, but some of the skill that I learned, that I implemented for myself, okay? I have no license to do that anymore. I need that license to practice that kind of scope of teachings. I used to teach health class for many years, and with that, I in depth in here in my memories that I brought with me, that I can share with you here and there, you know, a fragment of it or a clip of it, just to remind you to eat healthy, to remind you to add more fruit, vegetables into your diet, and drink a lot of water if you're out in doing activities, or even during a hot day, okay? But don't go and poison yourself by drinking too much, thinking that you drink 10 gallons a day will help you. No, it will not, okay? Just drink enough, but don't wait until your body gets thirsty and then you burning your system inside. Just imagine that your regular body temperature is about 98 degree, okay? If it's 98 degree outside, you know that it's relatively comfortable. But if you stay in the 98 degree all day, it will have some sort of minus effect, okay? So that way, always remind yourself that always in a balance of everything, okay? Don't do too much, too little. Just do in between moderately. Even in the Bible said also that, you know, eat your beef, your meat, whatever you do moderately. Don't try to go do too much or too little. Do it in between, so that way you still have room to improve, whether you can improve for better or for worse. But if you keep doing something regularly, the positive, all the goodness, it'll be good. It'll be good. If you do something negative, something bad, you keep doing it, and then of course the repercussion will be, the result will be serious repercussion. So that way, just always always remember that, okay? Incorporate this sort of activity into your life, whether you start in the morning. For me, it's best in the morning. So it's rest distraction. I don't have kids, but I have grandkids. I have dogs, and of course I have my mom who just my mom she's aging and she has other health issues. So to the point where she doesn't always discern right or wrong. So it's just like now I have grandkid all over, but I have my grandkid. But last night my daughter and her husband and the three kids, the two grandkids and our child grandkid from the other side of family. So we fostered him for the last 5 years. So he's been in our family, and the one that you see jumping around and be doing a kind of funny business behind my in my videos. They went to Lake Tahoe for Father's Day weekend. So one of them say, "Grandma, guess what? We are not gonna be here. You just have fun, do all your video without us, monkey around in your videos. So you just have fun, okay? Grandma, do a lot of videos, okay? We're gonna have fun swimming at Lake Tahoe. One of the large reservoir in Lake Tahoe. Can't remember what the name of the lake was. I think I went there a few years ago when my dad was still alive. It was nice, and it was like a sandy sandy beach, some sort of, I think it was a reservoir, huge reservoir in Lake Tahoe. And it was nice to be out in the sun and contrast with the beautiful blue water. And I dip my feet in the sand. I don't like swimming. I don't like swimming I don't like swimming, period, because I have issue with being drowned years ago, too many years ago, when I was a girl trying to escape Cambodia, and went across the river and I got drowned. I got drowned a few times. My dad built a house on the top of the riverbank, so it's not like I never been exposed to water. I did, but I no one taught me how to swim. Everybody have to self-taught how to swim. But then I never liked swimming. I like water, but I don't like to swim. Okay, probably a bathtub would be like the best place for me to swim in. Anyway, today I have something rather delicious to share with you. I have thought about doing angel wing. Okay, you see if I don't get distracted today. I want to come back on live and show you how to make angel wing in the Cambodian cuisine style. Okay, I know that a lot of people, a lot of country do make angel wing. I don't know why it's called angel wing. I just call stuffed chicken wing, because you stuff with the meat and all the delicious ingredients, and you call it an angel wing. I don't know what this meant to make to offer to the angel or not, but I don't see anything angelica about it. Just that the wing stuffed with all the goodies and oh. Well, someone just popped into my YouTube and say, "Hello, I'm from Russia." That is Ansuku. I'm sorry. I'm so bad about name. I apologize. I say that. I'm just gonna call you Anuka, Anuko, Anuk, Anuk. I'll call you Anuk. How about that? Isn't that a beautiful name? She said hello from Russia. Hello to you too from America. I hope things are going well in Russia. I hope your family is doing well also. Thank you for visiting. I was just discussing. I just finished with my yoga sessions. I come up early in the morning and spend about an hour, a little bit over time to do the yoga, and here just sitting, voicing with my audience, and just to get a feel of understanding the important life worth, the importance of how that we can incorporate into our daily living. It don't have to be a daily thing. You can do this 3 times per week, or if you're the starter, you can do 1 time per week. Okay, establish that routine, get that into your system, get that habit in your system. Just like once you got to the 3 times per week, okay, you will have that rush. you will have the rush that you would it's just like now in the habit, just like you urge for coffee, you urge for that, you urge to eat a whole bunch of chocolate, you urge to have a bag of chip, you're going to establish that routine, you're going to establish that habit, but it's a healthy, good habit. And Nook say, and Suk. I'll call you Ann Suk. Is it okay? I'm sorry, I'm not, I'll call you Ann, okay? Ann, it's cloudy, it's sunny here, but in Russia it's cloudy. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. You can see that. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's bright. It's blue, and the temperature is probably in 80. It's we don't get much rain here in Las Vegas, but if it does, and we get flooded because the geographic nature of Las Vegas is like a bowl, okay? So it's surrounded by the mountain all around, from California coast to the California coast, Colorado, Utah, not Oregon, probably Wyoming. I don't even know my own geographic, but anyway, so the state of Nevada is not very big, consider, but it's big enough. I mean, you can drive all day to circumference it. So I'm trying to explain that Nevada is like a bowl. Okay, so surrounded by mountain, four corner, okay, and it's beautiful on the other side. But inside the bowl here is the little town called Nevadas. I mean, not Nevada. Where do I live now? Okay, Las Vegas. So Las Vegas is a beautiful city. It's growing like crazy. It's under a lot of constructions, and if you like to gamble, oh my goodness. Okay, this is like Shanghai, where like had the most casino, the casino everywhere. I mean, like hundreds of hotel. Trump Hotel is here also, but Trump Hotel has no casino. Trump doesn't like anybody who gambles stay in his casino. So if you stay at Trump Tower, you have to go and out of the tower to gamble. So I don't know. I mean, a businessman, he didn't care for the gamblers. He cared for people who stay at his building. So if you go to the Strip, there's beautiful structures, all kind of buildings from around the world. Have you been to California is sunny and a lot of rain, sometimes a lot of fire, a lot of earthquake also. But Nevada had a small earthquake. I don't think we haven't had that kind of issue, but we have drought issue. No rain. Once it's rain, a little bit of rain, it'll flood. I was trying to say that Nevada, Las Vegas is in a bowl like this, so we're sitting on the bottom of the reservoir here. If it rains, we're just gonna be under the water. That's why I have palm tree. So anything happen, I'll be on the top of the palm trees. Believe me, I will climb. Okay, I'm not gonna get drowned. I don't know how to swim. So yes, so no, I have not been to Russia, and I don't speak Russian, so I don't know if I'm. Maybe in the future, I like to try. I like to travel. I have been to. I have been to Cambodia. I was born and raised there. I revisit a few times. I was living in a refugee camp in Thailand. I still have family in Thailand. Mythica girls. Whoa. How are you? Welcome. So you got some great news. Show it. The phobia thing was all lies, sadly. I'm sorry. Second, I have social anxieties. You know what? You're right. I have family who have social anxiety too. Don't like to go out. It's funny because, that where am I looking? Let me finish what I started first. Back to that, to going to travel. I like travel. I went to Cambodia. I went to Thailand. I have not been to Laos. I went to Vietnam 4 times because I was married to a Vietnamese um, descent. Not descent. The Cambodian born in Vietnam called Khmer Krom. So I visit his family 4 times, and then I visit Cambodia 3 times. I went to Thailand second time, but I'm familiar with Thailand because I'm part Thai. Not Pad Thai the food. I'm Thai descent. My grandparents from Thailand, so that was complicated. Okay, let me read what Mythica girl said. I got some great. So she has social anxieties. So tell me a little bit about your social anxieties, Mythica. Does that mean that when you don't like to be out in the public, you don't like to be with a large crowd, you don't like to be, what is your condition like? Because for me, when I see water, I can dip my feet in it, but then that's about I'm gonna do, and then I might go to the kiddie pool, and just soak myself a little bit, but I can't swim. So when I can't swim, so I can't go deep under the water, and then I will I'll be panicking, and then I feel like someone is pulling my feet. I mean, because water is the most unexpected place on earth, because there are a lot of things that live underneath the water that you can't see. Okay, you can look up in the sky and you see the plane coming, the bird is flying, and the bug is around. But then under the water, you can't really see it, right? So, for Mythica said, which I get overwhelmed and overly shy. So, I fainted, or you font talk. You font talk when there are 5 or more people. With 4 people is fine for me to talk. So in other words, you can't be with a whole group of people. You can't be at the airport. You can't be flying in the plane with a whole bunch of people in the same in the same surrounding, right? I got it, my friends. I have the same fear. My fear is just being drowned. Okay, I mean, just that. Well, I've been drowned a couple times. Okay, I'm not gonna say that I try. When I was living in Cambodia, my dad built a house along the riverbank, and then my uncles, only a few years older than I am, would come around and say, "Hey, Vanna, let's go swimming." We'll climb on the tree that kind of leaned toward the river, and there was a little vine that go ups and down, and just like the sling, we'll sling back and forth, and then we drop right in the middle of the river. And just like Tarzan, how he swing around the vine from one branch to one tree to the next. So it was like that. It was that kind of fun. But then one time, for some reason, I dropped down. I was taken away by the flowing river. So my uncle didn't get to save me on time. So I got my first round, and that took me a little while to be able to get back in the river again. So in 1973, when my family was escaping the communists, escaping the Khmer Rouge, I was in the midst of a dark night when we were escaping and crossing the river, and there was a few family that was escaping the same time, and my dad had paid somebody to help us cross the river. And at the time, my dad had oxen cart, had a lot of cows that he herds that he brought with him, because my dad's a farmer, so we had farmhand, we have cows, we have buffalo for the water buffalo, and with the plowing and all that. So we had all that. So my mom was busy with my brothers, 2 younger brothers, so she was holding them on both hands, crossing the river, and the oxen cart was pulled by my dad and the cow, and I was holding on to my mom's skirt. I was holding on to him, but then I lost the grips. And I lost the grip. I was swept into the tide, and then it became dark. I was gone. And when I woke up again, the villager, my mom crossed the river. So when I woke up again, there was a bonfire, and they hung me upside down. well, Cambodia in the time they don't know how to do CPR. They don't do first aid. So I don't know what they did to me, but then they hung me upside down, thinking that the water would just the water that I swallowed and go to my lung, go to my system, would just drain down through my nose to my mouth, and then there was bonfire to keep me warm. So yeah, and that's how I survived. I woke up and I was hung upside down. I was petrified. I was terrifying, but then I was alive. I mean, with that experience, I brought with me this horrible feelings that that the drowning will occur again. So just like this, my daughter said, "Mom, let's go to Lake Tahoe. Have a weekend off." But no, I can't because a lot of things going on here. I can't leave my mom. My mom don't want to leave. But anyway, I understand the feeling. I may not have the same fear that you do because I don't have to be at the water body. You cannot go to the mall. You cannot go to the restaurant. You cannot even go to a social function because you fear that you're going to be encountered with a whole bunch of people, right? You see all that, you hear all that noise coming from different directions. So it won't be so. Have you seen counseling? It is sad, isn't it? Every phobia that we have bring the bring that segregation, bring that separation from our society, because we um we can overcome it, but then it will take a lot of therapy. But my sweetheart, he always said, "Honey, I'm gonna take you. I will teach you how to swim. We're gonna go to somewhere clean. I'm gonna teach you how to swim." And we've been talking about that all along. I'm the one that resisting, the one that I'm not ready because I don't know. I mean, I'm over 60 years old, and I know that's not late for me to like learn new trick, but but the fear factor is so real, though. It's something that you cannot be playing around with, because you can die from it. When and so I understood how mythical girls feel when she said that she can't be with more than 5 people, meaning that she cannot go to the wedding, she cannot go to the funeral, she cannot go to the party, the funeral, the birthday, the wedding, right? Mythical, you just like, if you go to where do you go? Where do you stand? Way in the back where no one can see you, and how do you overcome that barrier? How do you overcome that phobia? I have not overcome mine, so for me, I have not tried to work on it. If I work to overcome the fear factors, maybe I can heal from it. But for me, I just had not much opportunity to go to the lake, to go to the swimming pool, to go to the swimming facilities, so I can be free and be able to get the right kind of training, the right kind of coach to help me to balance in the water, the position that need to be in the water, so that I don't be submerged and be drowned. So same thing with a lot of fears, is that the fear factors is that we have to, I believe that you have to take some therapy, you have to get some treatment to be able to help you overcome of the fears. So she went ahead and said that no, I can, is that I won't talk as much. Yeah, okay, okay, that's fine. Sometimes this is what I learned, Mythica, is that you don't have to say everything. You don't have to be the commentator of the party. What I learned is that a lot of smart women, they will not be like the center of the attention. They can be in the room and be listening to all kind of conversation, will say nothing. But once you say something, it'll be the most meaningful, the most like life teaching ever. So yeah, it's good. It's good that you be able to be out there and still not have to be socializing, and you keep your distance. That proximity, the arm length. Don't come near me. You use the arm length. Okay, like arm length is about what, 3-4 feet long. Okay, so yeah. So I feel you, because I still have not overcome mine. And my honey said, "Honey, I'm gonna take you swimming." That's when I'm ready. I'm not ready, so honey. So yeah, I got it. Phobia phobia becomes in different level of phobia. Some like really freaking out. Like for me, I don't like watching scary movies, because scary movie will leave me with that, like, I don't know, that that bad energy, where I feel like, it's gonna happen to me for real, then I incorporate all the scene I see from the bad movie that is gonna happen in the water, is gonna happen. So yeah, I consider myself normal, but the little thing that happened to me, I really need to knock it out. Yeah, I got you, girl. You can be with around people, 4 people. I mean, wow. That'd be hard, right? I mean, what if you have 10 friends, high school friend, and you have high school reunion? If you have high school reunions and you have like thousands of classmates that wanted to meet Mystica, and what you gonna do? You're gonna be freaking out. You'll be screaming. You'll be running out of the party, right? I couldn't imagine if that gonna happen. So I'm sorry that happened. I know that you know how to control the situation. Um, just like me, I have a lot of food allergy. So my best prevention is to be aware of my own food, is to be aware of what I'm consuming. And that's why I don't always eating people food, because I don't know whether they cook with peanut oils, or if they add if they serve with orange, or if they serve with eggs. So all of those food allergens will not kill me. It will not kill me yet, but I suffer a great deal. My nose stuffy, I start sneezing, I start itching, swollen, and yeah, real uncomfortable. Okay, it's all the external symptom, but the internal symptom is when I feel the lock here. If I drink a glass of orange, I feel the lock on my throat, and my body trying to cleanse it by burping all day, like all day, and then I have to use an EpiPen to like relieve it, or I have to use the Benadryl, which I don't like, because Benadryl just put me to sleep and couldn't get anything else done. But EpiPen will have that imminent, instant relief, So I have to carry EpiPen with me now that I familiar with the food allergen, so I don't have to leave home with the EpiPen anymore. So when I order my menu, I said, hey, do not add peanut, do not serve me eggs, do not put uh, whatever that I'm allergic to. I'll give them a list, and then yeah, yeah, typically they would honor it. If it's not, then I just send everything back. I said, I'm allergic to the such and such, so just take it back. Like peanut, like eggs and orange, and what else I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to a few other things, I um and I have some of those items that rated level 4, which means it can kill me also. So yeah, I understand. But thank you for sharing. Though it is uncomfortable, right? It is when you too shy to talk, and people just want to approach you and just want to get to know you, what you want to be friend, what have you, want a conversation. Yeah. I know. I know. Sorry about the EpiPen, but but that was my life saving, though. I don't carry it anymore. I don't carry the needle around me anymore, because I gotten to understand um, the symptoms and the thing that I'm allergic to. So if I'm out at the restaurant, I just tell the waiters. The waiter said, hey, exclude this, take that out, remove this, don't put that. So I just go with the regular things that I know that it won't have peanut, it won't have the egg, it don't have things that gonna make me sick. So I just go with the normal things that I know that gonna be okay for me to consume, right? So at home, I cook the things that, though I'm allergic to a lot of things, it does not prevent me from cooking for my family, like corn, a lot of product in corn syrup, a lot of thing in peanut. I cannot have peanut butter. I have to read every label, food label. Yeah. And you're a minor. Yeah. How old are you? 17? Because if you're too young, you can't be on my show, because this is strictly for adults and young adult. I think 17-year-old and up. I hope you're 17. Okay. And if you're younger than 17, you have to get your parent consent to be on my show. I know. Yeah, isn't it? I'm allergic to dog and cat too, but it's a level 1. But I have noticed I have dog and cats, and I have dogs in my rooms. I kept them in my room in the cage at night. Um, I don't have them sleep on my bed because a lot of health reason, and so I built my immune system around being around pets. Okay, it's not like I'm consuming, so it's just about the inward the skin irritation. I get hive here and there, but I get accustomed to, I get immune to being around dog and cat, so I'm good. But the food is what I'm fear the most. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. EpiPen is no fun. I mean, I mean, sorry. It's it's never fun to have to carry those needles around with you. You know, um, but then to keep us alive, sometimes we have to do whatever necessary. But sorry, importantly, you have to know you have to know your condition. You have to understand your health conditions in order for you to continue the self treatment. Self treatment is the best medical team because you're not with Mystica. Nice talking to you too, sweetheart. You take care, okay? So take it easy. If you're out in the party, have fun, okay? And enjoy it. Do not worry about. Do not worry. Do not think positive. I mean, sorry. Do not think of negative outcome. Okay, always think of positive outcomes and just be positive and things will be okay. Know that you'll be safe. We know that a lot of good people out there. Okay, bring family members, bring somebody that you know you can trust if you need to be out in the public where you know there's going to be a lot of people around out about. Okay, it's good talking to you, sweetheart. You take care. I hope you come back on my channel. I hope that you will help me by subscribing and and stay connected. And I hope that you will look into my channels and check out some of the cooking videos. I release a lot of live stream videos. It's lengthy, but you can see um, the whole network, um, the whole food making process. Also, the pre-recorded videos also it's minimized to about 20 15 minutes or sometimes 7 minutes, just like chop 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 chop. But live streaming is more in depth of every details. And yesterday I broke a dish online. It's fine. I don't care. I just clean it up. But but yeah, on live is a lot more fun. I get a chance to interacting with my audience, interacting with my fan, my followers. I like that a lot, and especially on TikTok, and I get thousands of comments and thousands of heart sending and sometimes free gift and stuff like that. I really enjoy being on TikTok. I think so far they've been great followers and great fans. I appreciate that. And just notation. Nice talking to you too, Mystica. Have a great day, honey. So if you have not checked out my reality shows, I appears on MTV reality show with Tammy Romans on season 3 episode 4. It's talking about my relationship with my relationship. So if you have not seen the show, I think it is still running, show running on Hulu, on Beats, the Vita, and on Prime Times and MTV, I believe. So if you're not seen, if you like that dramatic show, the relationship, the heartbreaking, the betrayal, the cheaters, of being cheated on, and love triangles, whatever it is, and you like that kind of shows, and tune in. I've been there and done that. So you'll see that I went to Tammy Roman for investigating into um, into the man that I I pour my heart to find out whether he is honest with me or not. So it's really a great show. I hope you enjoy, and comment, send me a comment and see how you like the show. Okay, I mean, it was emotional for me. And that really take me back to many many stages in my life with previous relationship and current relationship that brought tears because that really breaking my heart. So until then, today, let me get things ready and see what happened on another side of my family and see if they need attention, if we needed to working on some other thing. If not, I'll be cooking. Like I said, I wanted to make angel wings or stuffed chicken wing. Um, we're gonna go step by step and make it simple, all right, and make it fun. So let's come back maybe an hour or two. Let me clean up, let me get beautiful so I can be back online. So I'm simple right now, no makeup, nothing, so it's plain as heck. All right, so it's good to have all of you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. If you not have already jumped from your TikTok platform into YouTube and go there and subscribe Chef in and drop me a note so that I know you're there. And if you be so kind to please to subscribe and do that finger up so that way you would get my latest notification so we can stay connected. I like to stay connected with all of you because you're such great people. I want to bring all the best of everything here to share with you. So it's good that we stay connected. All right, I'm gonna jump out of here so I can go get ready for the day. Thank you for being here again and where you at. If you're on the other meridian of time, and good night. If you are here in the state in the area where the sun is rising, then it's good morning. And if the sun is setting, then it's good night. Thank you. สวัสดีค่ะ